There was a time when stories did not belong to humans. Not a single one. No fairy tales, no legends, no myths. They were all locked away, owned by the sky god himself. And the only creature brave enough, or foolish enough to try to buy them, was a spider. Long before your grandfather's grandfather drew his first breath, the world was a quieter place, a colder place. Not because there was no fire, not because there was no food, but because there were no stories. No tales told around the fire at night. No warnings passed from mother to child. No lessons wrapped in wonder. When the elders died, their wisdom vanished with them like smoke into the sky. All the stories in existence belonged to the sky god, who kept them locked in a golden chest, high above the clouds where no mortal hand could reach. Many had tried to buy them. Kings, warriors, priests with silver tongues. The sky god turned every one of them away. Then one morning, a small voice called, "Up from the earth, sky god, I, the spider, have come to buy your stories." The sky rumbled, and then thunder cracked open into something unusual. Laughter. "You?" The sky god's voice shook the treetops. "Little spider, do you know what I asked of the last king who wanted these stories? He had 10,000 warriors and a mountain of gold. And even he walked away empty-handed. What could you possibly offer me?" The spider was silent for a moment. Then he said, "Name your price." "Very well, spider. Bring me 3 things. Bring me the python, the longest, most dangerous serpent in the forest who has crushed men to dust. Bring me the leopard, the fastest, most ferocious beast alive. And bring me the hornets, a swarm so deadly whole villages run at the sound of their wings. Do this, and every story in existence will belong to you." The animals of the forest overheard and collapsed into laughter. The birds mocked him from the trees. The elephants shook their heads. Even his own wife looked at him with worried eyes. "My love, these are not tasks for a spider." The spider smiled. "No," he said, "they are tasks for a thinker." The spider went to the forest with a long bamboo pole and began talking loudly to himself. "The python is longer than this pole." "No, wait, the pole is longer." No, the python is longer." The python could not resist. He slithered out of the shadows, offended. "What are you saying, spider? I am clearly longer than any pole. But how can we be sure? Could you lay—" "I believe you," said the spider sweetly. "Beside it, so I can measure?" The python stretched himself proudly beside the pole, and before he could react, the spider bound him from head to tail with vine, twisting and looping until the great serpent could not move. One down, the spider carved out a gourd, filled it with water, and walked beneath the hornet's nest, pouring water over himself and then over the nest while shouting, "It is raining! It is raining! Hornets, fly into my gourd quickly, before your wings are soaked through." The hornets panicked and poured themselves into the gourd. The spider plugged it shut. 2 down. This one was different. This one required patience. The spider dug a pit in the ground and covered it with leaves and branches. Then he sat nearby cooking meat. letting the aroma drift through the forest like an invitation. The leopard came prowling, drawn by the smell, and fell straight into the pit. "Help me, spider!" the leopard growled. Scrambling at the edges, "I will help you," said the spider. On one condition. He bent a tall, flexible tree down toward the pit and tied it to the leopard's tail. Then he released the tree. The leopard shot upward, and the spider caught him in a net he had already spun, between two branches high above the ground. 3 down. The spider brought all 3 to the sky god, the bound python, the sealed gourd humming with hornets, the hanging leopard. The sky god was silent for a long, long moment. "Spider," he said slowly, "what great kings could not do. With armies, you did alone, not with strength, not with wealth, but with your mind." The sky god opened the golden chest and outpoured every story that had ever existed, swirling through the air like golden wind, rushing down to the earth below, scattering across every village, every fire, every grandmother's lips. "From this day forward, declare the sky god. They shall be called spider stories, and they belong to all people for all time." And that is why, even today, when a grandmother gathers children around a fire and begins to speak, she begins with a spider, because it was not power that unlocked the world's wisdom. It was not gold. It was wit, patience, and the courage to ask for something everyone else thought was impossible. The next time someone tells you your dreams are too big for someone like you, remember the spider. He was small, he was ordinary, and yet he owns every story ever told.